hello everyone and welcome back to the video. So we're going to actually be starting our stream and making this video at the same time. And we're going to be playing as the Shu, and we're going to be going up against the Cyruses. Now the reason I'm going to rock the Shu is because I said they're one of the worst civs in the game recently, but I think I judged a bit too soon. You see what happened is, I was, trying out the new civs, and I was trying to get, my opinions on the new civs out to the chat, out to, the YouTube audience. And I think I rushed with my judgment on Shu. I said that they were one of the worst civs in the game due to, various reasons. And I just didn't feel like they were any good at all. However, since then, I have been playing with and against the Shu quite a bit. And I personally feel like there's a lot of hidden potential with the Shu. Now, I think the way they should be played is an all-in type of civ. Especially in Castle Age, with a lot of crossbows and a lot of vills on wood. Your main comp is actually the crossbow with siege. And basically what you're trying to exploit are two main bonuses, or rather three main bonuses, which are basically the only bonuses you get anyways, which is interesting. You just want to exploit them as much as possible. And let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. So the first bonus is that our archers and their upgrades, the archer line upgrades from the blacksmith and from the range, all of those are 25% cheaper. Alright, so going archers is really nice. Next you get the bonus that makes your wood gatherers collect a little bit of extra food as well. This initially felt kind of weird, or kind of like, you can't really tell it's there. But I realized if you go for an all-in, and you have like 20 vills on wood, that's pretty substantial, because that can mean like 2 or 3 extra vills on food, or you're getting that much food worth, worth of villagers. Alright, so it's going to continue scouting my map. So the idea here, and the third bonus is that our siege moves 10% faster in Castle Age and then 15% in Imperial Age. So our three bonuses we're going to use in combination to create a really strong all-in Castle Age, alright? And I truly believe that that's the best way to play with the Shu. And I do want to talk about a few of their other options. They also get the unique unit, which is pretty good, the White Feather Guard. I think that acts as an amazing skirm counter. And I think it's a really solid unit to use against Eagle Warriors and against Cavalry. So the main composition is exactly that. We're going to go Archers, Siege, and then tech into White Feather Guard if we're going to be up against a lot of skirms. And on top of that, the Traction Trebuchet, which I thought was complete buns when it first came out, I'm not going to lie. I think it is actually decent, okay? I think it's actually decent. So with all that in mind, let's go ahead and try to win this game. We're playing against a guy called I by Power. And he is rank 30 in the world currently. So we're going to be playing against him. Seeing if we can win. There's only 6 chickens here, and they're kind of exposed. And I only scouted them late. So I actually might just skip out on taking chickens entirely. I'll just take a few when I click up to the next stage. Now, as far as opening a strategy, you can basically do whatever you want. In this case, I'm thinking of just opening archers. But I think it could be wise to open scouts, put pressure on my opponent, and then switch into archers later. There's no problem with Shu opening scouts. You miss bloodlines, but, you do get a little bit of extra food from your wood villagers, so that's not too bad. Looks like he might send me back that sheep. Pretty good sportsmanship there. Love to see it. I'll drop a thank you, of course. I just want to say hi to my stream viewers, by the way. Hello, guys. Welcome. I'm just recording a YouTube video here, so that's why the YouTube voice is activated. My stream viewers are so mad. Only YouTube gets this voice. So we're going to go 20 pop up. Probably 20 with Loom. It's not the fastest build. Again, I'm not claiming that the Shu is the best civ in the game here. Like, my opinion hasn't flip-flopped. Like, oh, it's the worst civ. Oh, now it's the best. Now it's broken. I just don't think it's that bad. I think it's playable, and I think it has some utility and some use. It's funny because I actually recorded a video talking about all the new civs, and it hasn't released yet. And I do say that the Shu is pretty awful in that video. And I don't know if I agree with that statement now that, a couple weeks have passed. That video is not even up yet. My editor has to get it up there. So that would be a bit of an outdated opinion when you see it. So just keep that in mind. But hey, let's see how this goes. You are. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, my guy. I appreciate it. Thanks for that support. He's supporting my Shu adventure. So here on the way up, I think you have some time where you can actually grab some chickens. I did talk about this in the Patreon video, where if you don't want to mill the chickens, you can actually just take them on the way up like this long distance. And it's not bad because they should return right around when I need them. So here's my game plan. I'm going to try to wall up my map so I can easily take my gold, okay? So that's like the main idea. So I'm going to send my scout back, get my barracks here with the house. That's going to wall this side. This side is a bit hard to wall, but maybe just a wall down here. Same thing here. Other side, same thing, a little bit of wall. And then ideally, I make my ranges like right on this hill so we can control that hill. All of this base planning looks like it doesn't matter, but it's actually so important. So for example, a stable right here would be fantastic. So this vill will make my stable. Ideally, I'd make it with 2 vills, but it's just not going to work out that way. And I'm keeping my scout here on defense for a reason. And the reason is I'm going to wall up my map. And so I want to make sure that my walling villagers don't get sniped. I made one mistake though. I forgot my house, so I'm going to get house for a bit. Oh well, that's fine. And this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, see how the chickens come back before like feudal age starts. So you get like some bit of extra food. It lets you fuel the scout production. And now just quickly wall up my map like this. So I'll get a few bills on it. So that's the whole point of the scout rush, is to just secure my map. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a horse collar, but I'm thinking of actually skipping that. Yeah, I'm going to skip horse collar. And I'll explain my reasoning as to why. So I'm going to go for an all-in castlage with range units, which means that... Oh, it's already walled. Nice. We're going to set up a gate here. Gates aren't bad anymore, by the way. They buffed them after I made that video, like shortly after, which is hilarious. So gates are actually not bad to use now. I'm updating the information. Alright. I'm going to stay defensive because, again, the goal of the scout rush here is not to do anything crazy and win the match. Alright. The goal of the scout rush is just to get my wall set up. And so I'm just playing defensive scouts here. So yeah, because I'm going to go all in castlage, or because I know I want to plan for that at least, then I really don't need to get horse collar or to put pressure on my scouts, because this is not when I'm going to be planning to win the game. So I'm going to make 3 scouts, and mainly I'm just trying to get the castlage faster than my opponent, which should be possible because I do get that nice food boost from the wood builds. That being said, he is Saracen, so it might be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. Alright, actually that chicken is interesting. I'm going to kill her inside my walls so I can actually take a little bit of that chicken as well. Why not? And at this point I could probably move out. I hope I don't get punished though. That's the hard part. Like if you move out and then you get punished, you're just like, oh, why did I move out? I ruined my game. So maybe I just play it safe. What you can do as well is just, you know, finish this up. And now the spear and the scout can go forward. Now, full transparency here. I'm fully expecting my opponent to just be walled up. I don't expect him to be open. I don't expect to get much damage because I'm attacking quite late. But you might as well try to put some pressure on him and see what happens. Transitioning now to gold. The idea here is that I want to have 200 gold at the same time as I have 800 food. And I'm not going to make too many farms, okay? Like, I really want to click up with as little farms as possible. And I'm going to have maximum bills on wood to take advantage of that bonus, alright? Very crucial that we take advantage of that bonus.
Like and subscribe button for more videos.
Like and subscribe. You heard my boy Unero. Come on, guys. Definitely like up and definitely subscribe on YouTube. We want to go on to gold until we have something like 9. That's going to be optimal for 2 range production. And I'm going to sacrifice my scouts to get this vill if I can. Like, I'm just ignoring the spear because my scouts are quite useless. Whereas that villager, hey, that's a free vill. Pretty much, right? So I'm pretty happy with that. He'll probably be fast at the castlage because he's using the Saracens. And he's probably selling that farm. I can probably snipe. Oh, that's huge. Yes, he's done a vill and 60 wood on that farm. So I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. One more vill. I already made my blacksmith, so I should be able to click up pretty soon. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good here. He's going to make an archer transition. Hey, listen, Saracens are pretty solid archer civs. So if I can match them with the shoe, I feel like I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and start setting up my ranges here. And the build that I'm using is the fast castle. Oh, sorry. It's the scouts into fast castle archers, basically. Or the variation of scouts into archers that get to the castlage as fast as possible. It's a very, very nice build, actually. Alright. And this is a pretty big problem. So here, this gate is actually a weak point. Yeah, exactly this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some walls set up. And I'm going to go ahead and just tower my gold. And this is something I always talk about. You're always able to tower your gold. Yeah, I guess I'll make houses here. Kind of choked a bit, but... You're always able to tower your gold to buy yourself some time. Always. Especially if you're going all in Castle. So you're not going to add in TCs. There we go. Just defend everything. And you should be good to go. Oh, damn. Alright. I have a market that I could use here. Just trying to buy myself some time. It's a very good push from him. Remember, like, the Saracen archers, pretty damn strong. And I will finish this market, actually, by the way. Alright. And take a look. I barely have any farms. Like, I barely have farms. And I have a pretty decent amount of food. It's not crazy good food, but it's reasonable. Random chicken just walking. It's kind of crazy. Main goal here is I'm just trying to survive, get the castle faster, which is the play. I'm going to start with Bodkin Arrow, just because it comes out and I can still make archers in the meantime. Trying to hit a scout. I'm just trying to survive. There we go. Cool. And now, remember, we still killed a Vil from him. We didn't lose a Vil. I made a tower, but that doesn't really matter because I'm not planning to make town centers. So spending stone here really does not matter much. So the first step to our all-in is going to add in ballistics. Remember, crossbow and bodkin are both cheaper. Archer armor, also cheaper. So we're getting a lot of savings, and I'm heavy on wood here. And being heavy on wood means I'm getting a good amount of food at the same time. So he broke my gate, which is the the weak point of my walls. Fair enough. It can happen. Reacted well with the tower. He's still pressuring us, though. Let's use our crossbows at home to defend this. But I do want my main attack to go forward here. I talk about this a lot on Patreon as well, where it's like, you want to attack with your main army and then keep the reinforcements at home to defend. Because look, here I have barely any reinforcements, so now I'm kind of in trouble. So we might lose a few builds here. But I could get some counter damage, so... Okay, we might lose quite a few builds though. Let's see what I can do here. Good defense from him. Yeah, I can't really do much. I'm losing a lot more than I'm killing, that's for sure. Alright, it's fine. We're going to replace them. Or we do have that ballistics in hand. I have the university made, but this disruption was quite solid from him. We're going to clear this up, though. Well, once we clear this up, that's pretty much the end of the line for his aggression, at least. Alright, let's get closer. Pick that up. Castle Age as well. We're picking up some farms. It's not like we're doing nothing, We're doing something. There we go. And clear this all up. Alright, now these guys can go forward, and let's pick up ballistics. So now... Wait, we don't need any farms here, because again, we're kind of all-inning it. Now the next step is to unlock the siege. So we're going to send it forward. And we try to pressure this hill. He's also on Expo. Okay, good play. I didn't even see that range was garrisoned, honestly. Let's pick up archer armor. This is also cheaper. And now let's go unlock our siege. I'm not gonna lie, Expo versus Expo is peak Shu, okay? Simply because of the fact that your siege moves faster. So if you're playing Expo versus Expo, first of all, you get the upgrades nice and cheap. And then you also get the siege that moves faster, which is amazing to punish his Expo. So I just want to zone him out here. I'm going to auto-scout with this guy. Gonna get my siege workshop down. I want to zone him out. I want to see that he can't really attack me. So let's try to zone him out. Probably keep the reinforcements at home for now, just in case. Main army at the front. Ballistics already researched. Thumb ring is cheaper, but I can't afford it right now. Look, I'm on a 3-farm economy. My economy is objectively horrible. There he is. Remember, I have full upgrades on these crossbows. Just missing some armor. I like to just jump on them when they're doing that dance. When I'm dancing, it's cool. When my opponent dances, it's cringe. Like, I just want to jump on them and get it over with. There we go. Alright, now we want to fight. And now we can unlock the siege, okay? I'm sure you guys can relate to that. It's like when you micro, you feel like a beast. When your opponent's microing down, you're like, bro, this is so annoying. Alright, again, look at my economy. I have a 2-farm economy, but I can make villas because of my wood. This is insane. As soon as I discovered this, I was like, yo, the shoe is kind of nasty. So from here, I have 2 options. I can either add economy, like add farms, or I can continue the all-in. just for sake of argument, let's go ahead and continue the all-in. So it's so brain dead. You just add vills onto wood constantly, and you just unlock your siege that moves 10% faster. And you're probably wondering, like, yo, Hera, 10% faster is no big deal. Like, let's be honest, Hera, what are you selling us? This is clickbait. 10% faster means you can dodge other people's Mangonel shots. It means you can do a better job of getting in position to land the right shots on the enemy crossbows. So that 10% on a Mangonel is so crucial because it's 10% on a game-changing unit. All right, that's the difference between 10% on a Mangonel and 10% on like a Knight or something like that. Although I don't know if any civ has 10% extra on a Knight. Let's say like, oh yeah, Cumans for example. All right. Okay, so here, this is amazing. So this is showcasing the concept of keeping your units at home, or your unit reinforcements, because he can't fight this army, so he's gonna try to counterattack. So he can't go through here, because last time he went through here, he lost. So without seeing him, I know he's gonna come through here. All right, at least that's a very solid guess. And there you go. We have the position. We have our crossbow in position. He has no ballistics. We checked, and he's just getting caught out. Now he has ballistics. Alright, he did a really smart play here. Look, I'm chasing his Mangonel down with my Mangonels. Amazing. Kill a few vills. Let the Mangonels go. Really unlock that siege. We dealt with this army. Good play from him, by the way. He used me microing on that side to go forward the Mangonel. We used the market a little bit. And again, all vills just going onto wood. It's that simple. You just get so much wood. I need to get bow saw as well, because that would increase my my food income. So like this is actually really solid because I'm doing an all-in with really strong units, but I'm also at the same time maintaining vote production with minimal farms. It's actually kind of insane. Again, this is why I didn't realize how good the shoe were, because I didn't play the strat. I played them kind of standard. I went for like a 3TC boom and didn't really take advantage of my bonuses. Didn't really get anything special from it. Ended up hating the civ. All right, and I will stand by my statement. Like, if you play Shu the conventional way, it's really not that crazy. It's one of the worst civs in the game. Like, that is a true statement, right? But look at this. The 10% faster Mangonel, I just destroy Mangonel worse. It's not even close. I'm just getting in position, shoot, done. Just you have multiple. You just cut off reinforcements, boom, double siege. And I'm just completely sieging my opponent. There's nothing he can do. And this civ is kind of nasty. I'll give you guys my conclusions at the end of the video, but let me just go ahead and end this game real quick. Alright, this is something I like to do is dive him, do not let him repair. Kind of nasty, but there you go. It's super punishing. Like, guy just can't do anything, calls the GG. So amazing game there with the shoe. Absolutely love playing it. I love this style of like aggression. And again, Shu is the only civ in the game, like that I know of really, that can do this kind of all-in with really strong Mangonels and still maintain vote production behind it. And that's because you're really abusing that that wood to food bonus, right? That's such a huge bonus. And on top of that, you win the Mangonel trades, you put pressure on your opponent, and you also get cheaper upgrades on your crossbow, which enables this push to begin with, okay? Now, let's give my honest opinion about the shoe right now. If I had to rank the shoe, from this moment, I would probably say it's a mid-tier civ still. I don't think it spikes to like top tier. It's probably still around the C to B tier. All right. It's probably not F tier or D tier or like worst civ in the game that I was saying initially. So I take that back. It's not the worst civ in the game. I made a video about that on YouTube. It's the worst civ in the game by far. It's not that. I was playing it wrong, and I admit it. All right. And I'm making this video really to correct my initial statement that I now consider to be false. So it's not the worst civ in the game. There's a few civs worse than it for sure. It has a really strong potential in Castle Age. I think if you use the bonuses like this, the civ is actually kind of insane. But the reason why I don't think it's a top tier civ is that it still has weaknesses in late game. No bloodlines on the cav, just weak cavalry in general. And then you also have no bombard cannon. You have no trebuchet, you have detraction treb. Your hero is not that special. You're lacking iron casting, so you just lack a lot of DPS. And I think the best unit for this civ is the double shot crossbow, or the multi-shot arbalest, let's say, in Imperial Age, once you get the unique tech. That's the best unit this civ can field. And then the second best unit is that unique unit. Combo them both for a double gold comp with traction traps, and you have yourself a decent late game, a playable late game. So That's my take of the shoe. Pretty solid civ. Very fun to play like this, and actually worth considering if you want to, pick it up. But it's not broken and it's not horrible. Right in the middle, and I think it's pretty skill based on how good you are with the shoe. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube if you guys did enjoy. If you want to learn how to play the game at this level or impress your friends with some newfound skills, check out my Patreon and link below. You see me referencing it here and there. There's exclusive videos and guides on Patreon to help take your game to the next level. And if you want to catch us live on Twitch, come on down to our Twitch channel. Link in the description below. Link to Patreon also below. And as always, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace.